Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I'm back with a part 2 message. I feel that the first message I put out was for the Divine Masculine. The cards that came out was card number 33, Soul Fragments, Balance Will Be Restored, and card number 13, Arise. I felt very drawn to bring another message and see what wants to come through, well, this time around. Okay, let's start with the Sacred Spirit reading cards. It's like I've got to find where they are. There they are. Okay. They're behind me. Let's have a look and see what the message is here. Okay, I've got the card. Sacred Divinity. There are two paths ahead. Card number 30. Interesting. I do feel this could be a message for the Divine Feminine. That would make sense. I feel the Divine Masculine's feeling at odds with himself. Divine Feminine. Let's have a look. I feel this is a message for you. The card has a feminine on it with a phoenix that's rising. Card number 30. There are two paths ahead. Honour your divinity. There are two paths ahead. Embracing your sacred divinity is honouring the Divine Feminine and Masculine that resides within you. Every person shares both aspects of divinity. These are not stereotypical versions of what it means to be a female or male. The Divine Feminine incorporates aspects of unconditional love, compassion, and gentleness, but these are also qualities of the Divine Masculine. Having expanded our intelligence and consciousness, human beings are no longer critical survivalists. We have evolved and adapted as a collective group. With growing intelligence and awareness, human beings, regardless of gender, can achieve these divine qualities. Men are able to embrace these inner gentler qualities, and women outward qualities of strength. Connecting to our divine self is to align with the divinity of Source. Divine balance occurs when these dual aspects are in harmony within the body, resulting in a feeling of wholeness. Currently, distortion of the Divine Feminine and Masculine has occurred within you. You may be feeling highly analytical or overly emotional. Now is the time to address this issue as you are weighed down with imbalanced energies. You may feel emotionally disconnected from either the masculine or feminine side. Right now, you are being asked to honour the sacred divinity that exists within you. Expressing the divine traits of creativity, expression, gentleness, confidence and strength is what is required now. Feel the beauty and love that is uniquely you and honour it. Give yourself a special gift to remind you of this inner journey and how much you care about your divine self and well-being. Connecting and creating a strong sisterhood or brotherhood is fantastic, but you must remember you radiate with energetic duality. If you find yourself ignoring or judging this side of yourself, ask yourself what you are hiding. Identify these qualities without judgment and work on healing or balancing these aspects. The shadow aspect of this card: illogical, exploitation and oppression. The angel assistance is Archangel Chamuel, love, tolerance and personal boundaries. And the affirmation: I honour and respect the sacred divinity that pulses through me. Beautiful card there, Divine Feminine. let's see what Rumi would like to bring through for this message. Okay, I've got the card. Passion of the Wild Red Mother. And I gave you a description. It looked like the phoenix is rising here. And this card, wow, Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Card number 36. Card number 35 is the Lover and the Beloved. Card number 36, Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. Rumi. Bring me your unreasonableness, your insanity, your love without reason, and your passion. The passion that makes you crazy and shoos all logical restraints from your mind. Leave your ordered thoughts, sensible plans, and appropriate attire at my door. Put on your animal fur and sing to me in gibberish. When my beautiful goats die, I make drums from their skins, and their spirits live on in my passionate play. When my birds drop their feathers, I gather them and put them in my hair. Come dance with me, as I place feathers in your hair, and we honour the spirits of my animals, of your animal nature too, wild and free as you are in truth. Stick your tongue out and growl at those who try to tame you with guilt, shame and fear. Do you think I give a damn for any of their silly games? Those games of reason and logic. Of course you should do it this way, they say. It makes sense. But I care not for what makes sense. I care for what brings you alive. You, O blazing angel, are being invited by the Wild Red Mother to participate in a dance of divine passion. You may be an activist, a poet, an advocate for justice, or a writer, content in your own world of dreams, or perhaps you are a healer, devoted to the liberation of the suffering of others and hungry to commune with ancient wisdom. Perhaps you are all of these, or some other exquisite amalgam of holy energy in form. Whatever your nature, there is passion in your heart, a fire for something more powerful than fear that can become your fuel for your life journey. If you accept the invitation of the Wild Red Mother, of course. This is the invitation to lay aside despair, to lay aside doubt in the capacity of the human heart, even your frustration and impatience. It is time to quit whipping yourself and others, no matter how noble the intention behind the whip may be, and start dancing instead. Will you join her, the Wild Red Mother, in her exuberant play? You can choose to lead through joy, to heal through love, to transform suffering into what it is meant to be, the crucible through which ecstasy reveals itself. You do not have to analyse, to stay in the throes of process and ordered stages. You can just choose this passionate path now. If you wish, you are ready. It is open to you. Will you accept? It takes a great spirit, one with much practice of studied rebellion, to be ready to cast off the shackles of society from a place of loving defiance rather than fearful anger, and to playfully say to the world, I have tasted your stale bread and underdeveloped wine, and have had quite enough now. I decline your offer to gorge upon such lesser fruits. I prefer to feast upon bread, hot and fresh, and wine that is mouth-filling and unctuous. Join me if you like. It is an abundant feast, and there is plenty for all. Even in the spiritually minded, there can be a driving fear, thinly veiled as devotion to the most arduous path. Perhaps for a while that serves as a truth of sorts, but eventually there will come a time when smaller truths must give way to larger ones, so the soul can truly be free. Passion is the bridge that leads you from a smaller truth that suffering is necessary in order to heal, towards a larger and more luscious experience of life as a divine embrace. Yes, sometimes the divine lover, in all enthusiasm for the sport, bites you too hard or grabs you with so much desire that a bruise remains. However, the passion behind such fervent embrace can leave you begging for more life, for more of that boundless love, even when it knocks you on the head whilst grabbing for you. This is possible when you give up on judgment of what is good and what is bad, on what is apparently spiritual and what is not, and when you just realise everything in your life is leading to love. Whether through caress or a slap, the divine lover is seducing you. If you can accept this, you can certainly give yourself permission to love what you love, to live how you wish to live, and to forget about holding yourself back because some choices make sense and others supposedly do not. If you are able to rise to the passion that is possible for you, you'll let the wild red mother consume your philosophies and doctrines. She'll feast on your religion and your plans, and devour your doubts and certainties. She'll tear away your need for maps and directions, and just when you think there's nothing left, she'll grab your hands and spin with you. You'll tilt back your head and laugh so wildly with her, spinning together along with the earth upon her axis. With a daring and bold love for life that will not be quashed, that wild mother speaks to you now. You can choose passion over fear, time and time again. So I invite you to paint the whole world red with me, with passionate nature. Let us laugh and change the world. This oracle comes to you with a message. It is a big cosmic yes. It is also an invitation to let go of suffering and struggle, not with regret or shame, but with gentle acknowledgement that it has had its purpose. It now has a bigger purpose, that of passion, which calls you to engage in the embrace of life with more abandon than ever before. Now is the time to let go of belief systems and needing to know anything. It is time to trust in the beating of your own heart and in the people, places, and experiences that truly move you, whether it makes sense or appears to be logical or not. The wild red mother comes to you when you are ready for her at a soul level. Your mind may think she is a thief in the night, ready to pilfer all you hold near and dear, and be utterly in terror at the prospect. But your soul will be gurgling with such anticipation of freedom, it will fill your heart with sweet love and urge you to let go. Let her have her way with you, even if it means she crashes into you in the dark as she fumbles and drags you, half asleep, to go out dancing with her under the full moon, wearing nothing but your animal skin and a smile. She'll soothe any bumps and bruises you receive in opening up to life with the most tender and effective of ministrations, for she is just as tender a nurse as she is a wild, raging dance partner. This oracle also brings you guidance. You have divine permission to do something ridiculous, be it ridiculous in your own mind for your age or career path, or some identity or version of yourself you or another hold. The more ridiculous or inappropriate it seems, the more it moves you from your heart, without rhythm or rhyme. Without rhythm or rhyme. Okay, let's just repeat this. The more ridiculous or inappropriate it seems, the more it moves you from your heart without rhyme or reason, the better. This is not about hurting people or behaving without moral code. It is not about childish indulgence and questionable justification for letting the ego misbehave. It is not about the ego at all. The wild red mother eats ego for breakfast. This guidance is about listening to the truth of your heart and allowing your soul to throb with aliveness, making that more important than any restriction, opinion, judgment of fear the mind, yours, or that of others, could summon. Wow. That's such a strong, powerful message there, I feel, for the feminine side of the equation. Interesting, though, that they picked up that there is an imbalance to work on within the feminine and masculine, well, polarities. Okay. Well, it's definitely worth another listen, Divine Feminine. Okay, let's leave it there. I will catch up with you guys soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.